Alright, story time. Today we're going to be talking about my first ever tattoo, how I got it, and what I got. So, what a cheap dude, eh? But anyone that runs a sniper and has a SMG as a secondary is a cheap bastard, but sorry, bro. Anyways, so yeah, my first ever tattoo, I was 16 years old when I got it. I was with Zebi. I just keep being cheap, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I was with my boy Zebi. We're on our way to a recording studio up in Northside. Pretty popular studio. Used to be called Starbound back in the day. I think it's called Black Ace now. And yeah, the owner there, Brandon Small, aka Mixed by Brandon. He was recording our vocals there. He's the audio engineer and owner of the studio. So yeah, me and Zebi got there. We laid our verses and stuff, did what we had to do, and then we were just sitting there waiting for Brandon to mix the song. And he was telling us about how he just bought the like an eBay tattoo kit, and how he wanted to get into tattooing. Now Brandon's a pretty like heavily tattooed guy himself, so you know this all seems promising. It sounds like a very viable business venture for him. So he was telling us he didn't have much experience, and I was just like, come on, bro, tattoo me, like I'll get something done. And he's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. So yeah, right there in the middle of the studio, man, just started getting 3 7s tattooed on my chest. It wasn't the best work. I mean, like he said, he didn't have much experience, so it looked dope when it first happened. But yeah, as time went on, you know, it was like fading and had like little missing spots and stuff. I ended up getting it touched up a couple years later, and now it looks alright. But you could definitely tell it was a home job tattoo. Let's just say that. But I remember this whole time I'm getting the tattoo day, like I don't know what I was expecting, but I really thought it was gonna hurt. Like I was putting on a brave face, but I was shitting bricks when I first got it done. I remember me and Zebi caught the train up there. I remember on the train ride home, I felt like the man there. Like Zebi's like, say, fuck, did it hurt, did it? I'm just like, you know, it was all good. But when he was doing it, bro, that shit was painful, eh? Like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but like, I don't know, maybe it was the spot, maybe it's the chest, because I haven't really got much, like, I'm pretty heavily tattooed now, but my chest is still pretty clean, eh? Besides that one home job tattoo. The tricky part about all of it was trying to hide it from my parents, because they didn't know I had the tattoo, obviously. I'm only 16, so every time I went for, like, at the house that we were living in, like, the shower was here, my bedroom was, like, directly across. So, and the lounge room was like right there. So, whenever I went to the bathroom, I'd have to take my clothes in there too. Like instead of just like wrapping the towel and going into my room to get changed, I had to get changed in there to make sure that they didn't see the tattoo that I had on my chest. And I hid it for a long time, mate. Like I would say like a year, maybe longer. And then one of my nieces or nephews, I can't remember who it was, they wanted to get a tattoo, and obviously everyone was saying, you know, said no because they were under the age of 18 or whatever. And then one of them just dobbed me and was just like, well, Jesse has one, so, you know, my family's like, no, he doesn't, what are you on about now? And then I'm sitting there just like, you know, trying to keep a straight face, but knowing damn well I got a tattoo on my chest. And yeah, my family ended up saying, Jesse, just take your shirt off and like show us or whatever. Yeah, fucking got caught, eh? Yeah, I had to cop that one on the chin. That was the first ever tattoo I got on my chest. Now, when I first legally turned 18, my brother-in-law took me to get some Japanese symbols on like the forearms of my, like just below my elbows on both arms. I think it was like 1 or 2 weeks earlier than my birthday, and we thought maybe I could like try and get something done a little bit early. But shout out to that guy because he wouldn't let me get it done. You know, he was trying to keep everything above board, so he told me to wait the 2 weeks. So I booked in at his little tattoo shop. Came to him the day of me getting a tattoo, and the shop's gone. He's not even there anymore. Like I paid a deposit and everything, so I checked Facebook and he had added me and was tattooing out of his house or whatever. So yeah, I started getting tattooed from this guy at his house. Now this is supposed to be my first real tattoo, and it's starting to not feel like a real tattoo because again, I'm just at somebody's house getting tattooed. And yeah, he started working on my sleeve, and I think he did like I got a coloured sleeve on my left side. Jeez, that's dark as hell. Oh, there we go. And yeah, he did like one piece on my forearm, and then he did one piece up here on my shoulder, and then like I couldn't get in to see him again. Like I don't know what happened, but I couldn't contact him or something. But it was the most ridiculous shit I ever had on my arm. Like people like asked me like, "Yo, when are you gonna get that finished?" Because I had like a half-finished piece and a half-finished piece that was supposed to tie together, and they didn't. So flash forward, my boy, his auntie was a tattooist at another tattoo shop, another local one. So he got me in there. I pretty much walked in and said, "Just finish up the sleeve. I don't care what you do with it." Yeah, I let her just freehand do whatever she wanted. And yeah, she did this whole tattoos, like, I don't know if I can show much, but it's like random, like, there's like flowers and like a Japanese chick holding a fan, there's a snake there, random stuff, bro. I just gave her like the creative freedom to just do whatever. So that's how I got that sleeve. I got my neck done. That was a spontaneous one. I never like intended to get this done, but I was in Bali overseas. And I just woke up one day, man, and I just had this urge to go and get like a massive tattoo. Like I didn't know where. And I was on Pinterest, I was just scrolling, and I saw like a dope ass neck tattoo. And that really like sparked the interest in my head, like, yo, I'm gonna get a fucking neck tattoo. Before I could even second guess it, bro, I messaged Celebrity Ink, just booked it in. I was like, tomorrow, paid a deposit, and told them I wanted my neck done. And there was no turning back. I found this pretty sick owl tattoo. At the time I thought it was pretty sick. I mean, it's still cool, but I just see a lot of people with owls on their neck, and at the time I didn't realize how popular it was of a tattoo. So yeah, I got that one done. They quoted me for like 5 to 7 hours, and it only ended up taking 3. I like laid on the bed with like my neck off the bed, and like just like that, so you could like actually reach my tattoo, reach my neck. And yeah, he pumped it out in 3 hours, man. It's one of the most painful tattoos I ever got, like over the Adam's apple and everything. That one was crazy. Ended up getting a 7 on my face back here in Australia. Now the way the face tattoo one happened, that's also like a real spur of the moment thing, because I lost a bet with Dazza. We're at bowling one night, and yeah, we both were talking it up, saying that we're better at bowling or whatever. And the loser had to shout tattoos. Yeah, I lost. And I had to shout Dazza tat. So we went to the tattoo shop. He ended up getting the Corona like logo up on his neck. And when I was sitting there watching him get it done, I was just like, just gave me that feeling of like, damn, I need to get a tattoo too. So I spoke to the tattooist and I said, oh, when he's done, can I get like something done? So yeah, they managed to squeeze me in. I quickly just thought of the word 7. I mean, not really much to think about. And then yeah, I got that tattoo down the sideburns on my face. Got my other sleeve done. There's no real story behind that. It's just me going back to the shop. I got my hands done. I don't know if you can see this one. It's like a bear, like, I don't know. It wouldn't be roaring. I don't know what the fuck a bear does. Like growling. I ended up getting that one done at Celebrity Ink in Australia, but this one's at Garden City. But they're the most rip-off motherfuckers I've ever seen. Like, I'll be honest with you, that shit, just this one hand piece here took 2 hours and it cost me $600. That's bullshit. Like, for none of my other tattoos, I got like most of my forearm sleeve done here for $450 at an actual shop. So Celebrity Ink, I don't know who you think you are, but $600 for a hand tattoo is fucking stupid, and it's not even that good, to be honest. Like, it's around my knuckles, it's fading, and you're gonna say, oh, you know, around the knuckles it fades, cool. But I got one here on this hand, and around the knuckles, it's on more of the knuckles, and it didn't fade. So fuck your $600, I'll never come back. Anyway, so I got this hand done also. It says trust and loyalty. You know, 2 major things you need in every friendship, relationship. You know, it's the groundwork for anything in life. So got that tattooed there. Another one is, I don't know if you can see it, right there. That one says, yeah, the boys. I got that one when I was 18, my first time in Bali, bro. Got on the drinks and just thought it'd be a gangster idea to get, yeah, the boys done. So that was back when that trend was popping off. And yeah, on the last day of Bali, before I flew out, I quickly went to the shop, and I made friends with the tattooist along the trip too. So I just went and met up with him, and I was like, yo, bro, quickly get this done on my leg before I gap it. And then yeah, got that one. Spared a moment also. I got, I'm gonna get back up. This is probably the best tattoo I have. Now, it might not look too detailed when I just show my leg on a webcam, but yeah, so that's a tribute piece to Nipsey Hussle. That was an 8-hour session. Shout out to Corey Huskin. That fella's a talented artist, man. I have a little, I don't know, I might edit a little video in here, just show what it looked like when I first got it done, because yeah, the details insane on that. Yeah, so that's probably my favorite tattoo. I got a bunch of random ones too, like I got a random 7 on my leg. After the club, bro, in Surfers Paradise, I'm walking back home from the club to get back, not home, to the hotel. On the way to the hotel, one of the boys, Maya, was like, yo, let's just get matching tattoos. And yeah, we're drunk as fuck. So went in there, signed a little waiver saying, yep, I'm not drunk. And then I let the bro pick, and he wanted to get 7. So yeah, we got 7s on our foot. Jeez, I don't know. I got a few more. I just don't know. Like, there's not real stories behind them. Across my whole back, I got Logan City and 4114 on the top because that's home. That's the area. That's probably the most painful tattoo I ever got. Shout out to Billy Skivolski for doing the tat. That true markings. But I had to tap out after like 4 hours. That was the most painful shit. But I mean, like, the lines on it are like hella thick though. And, like, I think that's what done it. But out of all the tattoos I got, even out of my neck and everything, bro, the one on my back is the worst, man. Like, not the worst style-wise, like the worst pain that I ever went through. I think that might be all the tattoos I got, to be honest. I mean, no, the AK. Shout out to all the boys that had the AK tattoo on their arms. There's no big story behind it, eh? Like, me and just all the boys at the time went and got it done, matching tattoos, and then we all worked at the same spot too, and then yeah, ended up having a talking to about apparently being some sort of gang leader, and yeah, that's a story for another time. That one, I might actually dive into that in greater detail in another video. But alright, thanks for watching the video. It's just I'm trying to drop as much content as I can because I've been slack over these last few years, and you know, music wise, YouTube wise, Twitch wise, I'm trying to step it up. So yeah, hit like and subscribe, and if you got any more questions, bro, comment them and I'll answer them in videos.